Black women. The black men that want to see us fail. The black men that brought down my last 2 channels. They are trying very hard to make sure that I do not reach you, that I do not have any contact with you at all. But black women, I'm going to keep coming back because it's important that you understand that we're up against forces that want to see us destroyed. Black women, if you've been with me since last year, since my original channel, then you understand where I'm coming from. I've told you once before, I said date out or die out. You have one of 3 options. You can either stay in this country and grow old and die alone, or you can get into a situational lesbian relationship and try to make that work. Or you can get yourself a US passport and you can travel overseas and meet yourself a man of better quality with a better pedigree of a different race and culture. I'm sure many of you have been paying very close attention to the anti-black woman hate propaganda that black men have been pushing very aggressively. By now, you should know that black men have made it perfectly clear. They do not want black women. They do not need black women. What they want are women of other races, and that is what they need, and we have to accept it, and we have to move forward. We are either going to be a part of this interracial mixing change that is sweeping across the world, or we're going to get left behind. And we're going to sit in the dark as old women looking at nothing but loneliness and despair. Black women, when the former music artist of the group TLC, Chili, came forward and said that black women should date out, she was right, we should, because there's nothing left in the black community. The black community is completely destroyed. Black love is a joke. The black family is being bleached out and breeded out as we speak. In the next 2 decades, black families, black relationships will be far, far and few, if at all. Now, many of us understand that if we are going to stay in this country, it is going to be a pretty damn good 100% chance that we will not find a husband and we will not be able to obtain the family that we want. So we must get our passports and we must travel overseas. Black men have made it loud and clear. They do not want black women. They do not want children with black women. They do not want black women for wives. They do not want black families. They are slowly but surely building up, but it's not for our benefit. It's for their future and current mixed race children and non-black wives. So where does that leave us? Well, as I said before, if you've been looking at my previous videos before my channel was shut down, there's over 3 billion men on this planet, black women. We have options. Black men make it seem like no one wants us, but that's a lie and I can prove it. Black women, it's important that you understand that over the next 2 decades, there's going to be a new form of colorism, featurism, and racism that we're going to have to deal with. Many of us are going to be mothers of mixed-race children, especially daughters. And within the mixed-race community, you are going to see racial division. Some mixed-race children that have black mothers will be racially discriminated against because black men are pushing the propaganda that mixed-race children, especially girls with black mothers, are beneath contempt. And that if a black man is going to get with a mixed-race woman, it's better for her to have a non-black mother. So many of our future mixed-race daughters, especially if they look more like us in terms of skin color, they are going to face racism from other mixed-race people. Those will be the ones that will have black fathers and will look less like their father and more like their non-black mother. So within the mixed-race community, you will have dark-skinned mixed-race people and you will have light-skinned mixed-race people. Some of those mixed-race people will have black mothers and some of them will have non-black mothers. And within that group, you will see racial division. And the reason for that is because black men are working aggressively to breed out the physical characteristics of what makes a Negro in terms of skin color and hair texture. Featurism is going to be a major problem. If your mixed race daughter tends to have more African features, she will face racism coming from black men and mixed race individuals that look less black and more something else. So we need to prepare for that. We need to be very aware of that. You will see a new level of colorism and racism, and it will affect black women because many of us will be mothers of these future mixed race children, especially our mixed race daughters that may tend to be more dark skinned, looking like us rather than their father who will be non-black. So black women, we have many challenges ahead of us and we must be prepared. There's a campaign that is brewing to breed out the black woman. There is a campaign that is brewing to destroy us, to wipe us out. Black men are aggressively exercising the erasure of black women, the genocide of black women. And we need to be prepared for that. This will be the next level of colorism and racism. So black women, if you don't want to get left behind, you either date out or you die out. I'm going to be giving you information on how you can travel overseas and how you can obtain your passport and the best places for black women to look for non-black men and to have successful marriages. Black women, please stop begging black men to come back. They are gone. Black men have made it perfectly clear they are moving forward and they do not want anything to do with black women. I know that it's hard to swallow. I know that it's psychologically hard to swallow. But I don't know what's worse, black on black crime or black on black racism and bigotry. In any case, black women, it's important that you be prepared for what's coming and make sure that you protect your future mixed race children, especially your mixed race daughters. They are going to face a wave of discrimination. I'm out.